For this video, I'm going to talk about dashboards. So if you just go here on the left, you could go to your dashboards, and this is the default view. You could configure your tiles, and you could create a new dashboard from blank or upload one. And what a dashboard does, it just gives you an overview of how your resources, like how they're behaving. It's kind of like the all resources. And these tiles are kind of like widgets. If you have like Android phone, you could set up different views using like widgets that will get data from certain apps, that like a calendar widget. So like here's the all resources widget, here's the tutorials widget, and then this widget here for getting started. So since we have our all resources here, we should also add like a tile or a widget for our metrics of our resources. So let's go to monitor, just to get some visualization, some graphs. So let's go to metrics, and we want to choose, let's only do virtual machines. I have 3 virtual machines, and they're in here. So I want all 3 of them. Apply. So that's our scope, and the metric we want to look at is, let's do CPU percentage. So I think it's percentage CPU. There we go. And so here's our 3 VMs, and they're being split by the resource ID. So I don't like it this way. Maybe I want the area chart, or I think bar chart will look good. Let's see, scatter chart, grid, probably bar chart. No, I like area chart. So anyway, you could change all this stuff, create an alert rule, all that. So let's change the title. Just let's say VM CPU usage, or VM's CPU usage. And if you want to create a new chart, you can, but anyway, let's pin it to the dashboard. So you could pin it to your existing private dashboard, or you could create a shared one. And look, we don't have one, so an existing shared one, so let's create a new one. You can also just create a new private one. Let's do shared one. Shared dash B. And I'll put it East US, and I'll publish it to the dashboard's resource group. Let's save it actually to DemoRG. So create and pin. Now let's go to that shared dashboard. And not this private one, but the shared dash B grid. And here it is. And you can configure this tile. Click here. You could do it by size, but also configure tile settings. So right now the data is from the last 24 hours. And let's check the last 4 hours. Hit apply, and it changed. And when you're done messing around with it and everything, then you could say save, and now publish those changes to your dashboard. So let's add one more metric, I guess, or at least another one. I don't want to do it. So just go to monitor, metrics, select the scope. Let's see what I have in here. Let's just look at the workspace. It's okay, we only need the workspace. And the metric is let's do use space, I guess. Alright, it's not percent available memory. Alright, let's not do the workspace then. Let's do event hub. Okay, we'll just do whatever that first one is, active connections and scatter chart or grid. Let's do a grid. Bar chart, sure. No, scatter chart. And we'll call it event of active connections. And we'll, it's over the last 24 hours, we could change that here, so we don't have to change it later, but I'll just keep it like that. And let's pin it to dashboard, existing, shared one, yep, and pin. Now let's go to the dashboard, and here it is. Okay. So this has been the past like 4 hours or something. Yeah. And so this is the past 24 hours. Well, what if I want them to be the same? Well, then you could just say override the dashboard time settings at the time level. You uncheck that, and it'll change it. If I do it here, it'll change the past 24 hours because that's the default one. So anyway, let's just change this. That won't change anything, so we'll change this other one. And they're changed. And you can also add more widgets or tiles. So like you want to add a clock, you just drag it in, and you can edit it if you want. If you want to see the user sign-in summary, and you can search them up. And you could change it here. You could look around, you could, anyway, so this is how to mess around with it. Customize like that. This is how to move it around. Trying to make it bigger. Whatever. Say save. And now your changes are published. So other things you could change is, remember we changed the like what to show, the time range for the metrics. Well, that was at the tile level. Now we can also change it in the dashboard level. So everything changed now. Well, maybe except not these, because I didn't say to override or turn off override. And you can also turn on auto refresh, like every 5 minutes, auto refresh. So anyway, those are some of the settings, and you can add filters and do a lot of different stuff. So that's dashboards. So